It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Thursday, the 21st of November. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather will feature the coldest air so far this season through the weekend. And then next week, the weather a bit warmer and maybe stormy at times by Thanksgiving. All the new data is in, so let's take a look at it together. Here's the upper air look early this morning. Very high amplitude pattern. Big trough digging down across the eastern states. That is the delivery mechanism for the colder air that you feel. And obviously no rain around here. That's the National Radar Composite early this morning. Temperatures, we've got one spot below freezing. Look at Jasper, Walker County. They've got 30. Pell City, 34. Talladega, 36. And we think tomorrow morning will be even colder. Most of the major reporting stations are in the 40s, 43 at Mobile. And if you're in South Alabama, you'll see a lot of frost both tomorrow morning and Saturday morning. There's the watch warning map. Look at those winter storm warnings in effect for parts of the Appalachians, the mountains of West Virginia, up into parts of Pennsylvania. Winter storm warnings for parts of New York, southern New York. How about that? Also some snow back in the northwest. No severe storms expected anytime soon as the cold air takes over. There could be some thunder today around Long Island. Tomorrow, maybe some thunder on the coasts of Washington State and Oregon. And on day 3, which is Saturday, not a single thunderstorm expected across the contiguous United States. Here's the rain for the next 7 days. The better rains over the Tennessee Valley. The Shoals, 1.5 inches. Huntsville, 1 inch. Down to the south, not that much, under 1/4 inch for Birmingham, and hardly any rain at all for South Alabama. This is valid through Thursday morning of next week, but the weather could be fairly active perhaps after Thursday morning, toward the end of next week. And we'll take a look at modeling in just a second. And again, we'll get the new drought monitor a little later this morning in the next hour or so. We'll show you that later today. Of course, we're expecting some improvement after all the rain the last couple of weeks. So first off, the tropics, again, we're done with it. We see no tropical trouble for the next 7 days, and the season ends in 9 days. All right, model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. A cold look for the eastern third of the country. That's the pattern flip we've talked about. You know, for a long time we had the ridge in the east. Now we have a trough in the east. And it's going to be a sunny and pretty cool day. North Alabama, highs in the 50s. South Alabama, low 60s. Pretty good little north breeze, a chilly north breeze. So this is tomorrow, and tomorrow morning's going to be cold. I know the numbers are kind of small on that map, but you can see everybody should be in the 30s. And the colder pockets will see a freeze. The wind is the key to the frost formation. If the wind stays up a little bit, there might not be a big frost, but the wind should be relatively light. So frost is likely and a freeze for the colder pockets tomorrow morning across the state. And then the day will be sunny and very cool. Highs only around 50 for the Tennessee Valley, 50s elsewhere. But the high school football games tomorrow night is going to be very brisk and chilly. Temperatures coming down through the 40s. With a clear sky. Saturday will be a sunny day. And again, Saturday morning, many spots will see a freeze. This is when the wind goes totally calm. And good frost is likely deep into South Alabama. Might see some frost at Gulf Shores Saturday morning. The day Saturday will be sunny with highs in the upper 50s and low 60s. Sunday morning back in the 30s. High Sunday should be in the 60s. So let's start Thanksgiving week on Monday. We're dry, and it should be the warmest day of the week. Most spots will see a high at or just over 70. And then on Tuesday, we'll introduce the chance of a shower. This run is much drier. And this is Wednesday, busiest travel day of the year, Thanksgiving Eve. And again, if this verifies, we'll have snow out around Denver. Into parts of western Kansas, rain for places like St. Louis, Louisville, Nashville, Memphis, and maybe showers here. Nothing especially heavy, and very cold and dry up north, places like Chicago, Minneapolis, St. Paul, New York, Boston. And Thanksgiving Day, 1 week from today. Pretty cold look, all the shades of blue. That means the heights are below average. This is the GFS depiction for Thanksgiving Day, and this is suggesting a cloudy day with occasional rain. And highs in the 60s. That's not a severe weather look, but let's look at the European. And again, it's flashing these signals like this of maybe strong to severe storms toward the end of next week. This is valid Thanksgiving night. Got a very deep surface low that's over Kentucky with a trailing front and a surge of unstable air moving up in here. So the GFS for now is just depicting some rain at times on Thanksgiving Day. The European is saying, we might see some strong to severe storms maybe by Thursday night or Friday of next week. Again, you're going to see these things flipping and flopping for the next few days. Until we really get to Monday, we're not going to have good clarity in this fast, complex pattern. Let's go out 10 days just for the fun of it. This is Saturday, November 30th. This is, Iron Bowl Saturday. Still got the big trough in the east, and if this verifies, the weather would be cool and dry for much of the state, although a chance of showers near the Gulf Coast. But again, we stress, in this pattern, deterministic data 10 days out doesn't mean a lot. Rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble, the mean around 2 inches between now and the 6th of December, but the members of the ensemble are all over the board, which expresses uncertainty. Some of the members exceed 5 inches. Temperatures off the NBM, National Blend of Models. Highs in the 50s. Look at tomorrow, 53 for Birmingham. And again, the NBM is now down to 33 for Birmingham Saturday morning. That clearly means many places will be at or below freezing. Then we bounce up to 72 on Monday, then highs in the 60s for the rest of next week. Thanksgiving Day Thursday, a week from today, the high showing at 64 for Birmingham. But we stress these numbers could change. The latest 8 to 14 day guidance. This is for November 28th through December 4th. All the shades of blue on that map. It's a cold look for much of the United States as we go into December. Alabama temperatures near, maybe a little below average. Speaking of cold and snow, how about the views coming from the Northwest? It was taken out at Washington State. That very intense mid-latitude cyclone off the Pacific Northwest coast. They saw a lot of wind, a lot of rain, and a lot of mountain snow. These images from Fort Hood, Oregon, where they saw a lot of snow from this thing. And this shot was taken from North Carolina, where they've seen a lot of snow. That's a sign of the times. But around here, we had a gorgeous sunset last night. Boy, what a great shot. The U.S. Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville. What a fine place to visit there if you've never been. Down south, that was taken at Daphne. View there coming over Mobile Bay. Gulf Coast, I like it this time of the year. Look at that. If you were down there watching the sun going down, you'd be the only guy on the beach. I love the Gulf Coast this time of the year. You know, often I show pictures and video of cows. Well, how about this guy? This was Gatlinburg yesterday. I think somebody left the can of Pringles in that vehicle there. But apparently the bear is looking for something to eat. Again, we've seen a lot of videos of those. Of course, there have been bears in Gatlinburg ever since I've been alive 100 years ago. But again, that was taken, I think that was taken last night. All right, so today going to be up in Hubbardville in Fayette County for a program there. It'll be a lot of fun. And then tomorrow I will be at Alexandria Elementary School in Calhoun County. And then tomorrow night, the Coleman Christmas Parade and the Christmas tree lighting. And if you've never been, it's really a remarkable production. I mean, it's good. It's like you're at Disney or something. It's great. And we're actually going to stream the coverage on ABC 3340's social media channels. I'll link it on mine. And I will be getting to call the parade with Sarah Snyder. I don't think I've done that before in all these years. And then I'll be involved in the Christmas tree lighting. My friend Taylor Hicks will be performing and some other musicians. It is always fun. It's going to be clear but cold, which it ought to be cold for a Christmas tree lighting. Looking forward to that. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.